Do you think people have the right to build a mosque and an Islamic community center near Ground Zero, or don't they have that right?
During the last week of August, the New York Times asked this question and others to nearly 900 New York City residents.
Were you living in New York City on September 11th?
Results of the poll show that 50% of respondents oppose the proposed location of a mosque and Islamic center near Ground Zero. 37% of them strongly. Meanwhile, 35% of them are in favor of the location. The rest are undecided.
Negative feelings towards Muslims because of the attack on the World Trade Center or not? Yes?
People and politicians around the country have weighed in on the decision to put a mosque here, just 2 blocks from Ground Zero.
I decided I needed to drive up here just for this. It's a mockery. It's a mockery to our country.
But New Yorkers have a particular stake in this issue. The Times asked a handful of poll respondents to share their thoughts on camera.
I think there should be a ground rule of you can only argue about this or discuss this if you live within the 5 boroughs and you were here on that day. Let's just, everyone else just shut up.
Yeah, I knew 12 people who died, one very well, all from the same company on the 94th floor. So yeah, I think this particular location is insensitive.
I pray over there many times, so I feel it's good for religious people, religious rights, as the Constitution say.
I think they have every right for it to be there, and I don't really understand, how people are in such an uproar about it. It just seems like they're building freedom towers, but then they're taking the freedom of religion and their right to have that there, and it just is such a hypocritical thing.
I thought it would be better if it was maybe 10 blocks or 12 blocks away, because I sort of felt that this could be a presence of Muslim activity in case future terrorists wanted to come back and destroy a future World Trade Center building.
I think they have a lot of misunderstanding about Islam and Muslim, so that's why they strongly against them.
Quite frankly, if what they profess to be all about with being a very peaceful religion and advocating peace across the board, they should really take the higher road and come out and say, since it's causing so much anxiety, we'll look elsewhere. And I think that should be their position.
But as a gay person, I think, I don't have the right to marry in New York State, yet I support the right of a religious center that probably wouldn't approve of my lifestyle. But it's not about approval, it's about the, live and let live.
To say that they can't build their house of worship where they'd like to is more of an injustice to our society than the atrocities that happen on 9/11.
I think they have the legal right to build it, but I don't know if it's the wisest thing to do. This could even exacerbate the problem of Muslim hatred in the United States and all over the world.
That in some ways it's victory for them, and I just don't think that we need our noses rubbed in it. I think there wasn't a huge backlash after 9/11, which I'm really surprised about, but I think that speaks volumes to the nature of this country and the freedoms. But I can't guarantee it wouldn't happen after this. Why stoke that fire,
I understand and see the pain that people are still in. It really isn't that recent. If you were here in the city, living here on that day, of course you still remember it, and absolutely, I remember walking past the houses of 2 of my neighbors, and there were missing posters on their door. But to me, keeping something sacred, and to me the most sacred thing is that people should be able to practice their religion.
And I am very proud about this country. This country's people are very broad-minded, and they accept everybody. So I am proud about this country. So I think this is a simple issue. This is not a big matter.